More Sequelitis. At least
Okay.
that's what I think the fans are saying. I'm not sure. Honestly,
it's kind of hard to hear them over the. You guys are fat and stupid.
yeah, the unoriginal comments.
Oh, hey, Micah.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
You guys are fat and stupid. Where's Caleb?
Video starts. There's Caleb.
That's Caleb. Anyone who says that in the comments, that's Caleb, no matter what they
I love
say.
the fact that that's taken off. I'm so happy.
I am as well. It's
So
a thing.
good.
It's our thing. I love it. So
People
anyway,
are like, who the crap is Caleb? I don't get it. No, it's so good.
Yes,
It's so
it is.
good.
Or the guys. I'm not Caleb.
Yeah.
They're like,
And it's just
we
like-
know it's you, Caleb.
it's like nice try, Caleb.
they're
Yeah.
like,
I actually saw somebody in the comments say whale pelvises for life.
I saw that.
I was pleased.
I know it's not. I know it's not other Ben though.
Oh yeah.
No.
We know it's not him.
If it
but-
were, he'd put it on every single. He'd do it in every video.
Oh yeah.
Just to spite.
Well,
just to
he
spite
would
you.
have. What he would have put is whale pelvises are vestigial. Is what he would have.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Stitch. But okay,
Anyway.
this Sequelitis is the second one, and in the first one, he tore apart Castlevania 1 versus Castlevania 2.
Yo.
The sequel that a lot of people did not want for Castlevania.
Yeah.
Now, you notice that he is mentioning Mega Man Classic versus Mega Man X. Does this mean that he's going to trash it?
I don't know.
Do you think, Micah?
I hope not, because I mean I like both. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
of course
so,
I've heard rumor that he doesn't like Ocarina of Time, which I love.
Yeah.
It, and A Link to the Past.
He really likes A Link to the Past. He really doesn't like Ocarina of Time.
Well, I mean, he could
Which
be
is
wrong.
funny because when they started doing the Link to the Past playthrough, JonTron was pretty clear that he liked Ocarina of Time better,
yeah.
which is interesting.
Yeah, I was going to say, I agree with Aaron Hansen on some things. Other things, I really I really don't understand his reasoning behind the dislike. Look, everybody's entitled to their opinions. Okay, here's my kicker with this. You can have your opinions. You are entitled to that. If you put them on a platform like this, be prepared to have them stand up to scrutiny. Because this is how debate works.
Yep.
This is how debate works. As long as you maintain a civil-minded conversation, which is what I try to do whenever I engage in debates with people. And it usually devolves into whoever goes derogatory insult first loses.
Yep.
It's pretty much everyone trying to out-nice each other until one cracks. That's what I'm noticing. It's like, oh, I'm being sarcastically nice. And then it's like, oh, I'm being sarcastically nice too. I'm being more sarcastically nice. You know what, buddy? Whoa, I'm being nice here.
There it is.
That's how it works usually.
Yeah.
And I hate that. But
Anyway, video time.
video time. So Sequelitis, Mega Man Classic versus Mega Man X. Here we go.
Oh boy, it's a Mega Man! This game's like a legend. It's pretty fucking good. I mean, I don't really feel like I need to sing its praises, but whatever. It's got tight controls, it's got a simple objective, it's just fucking fun to play. So go slap it in your NES machine and have a grand old time. Before 1987, when Mega Man came out, it was hard for a lot of game designers to understand what games needed to engross a player. You know, to carry you along, to keep you wanting to play their game about squares. There really wasn't like a book written on game design, and oftentimes designers wrote books on why their game was fun.
Yep.
Like literally, you had to read through manuals.
I remember
and
those
even then, the
books.
game
That
was
was a
still
hard game.
confusing. I don't even.
Yep.
Friggin'
Like
Smog
inherent
Monster wouldn't
rules
die.
of game design didn't exist. So video gaming was
never beat
treated
it.
like traditional gaming. You know, like baseball and solitaire. You just had to have someone like tell you the rules, and then you can kind of play after you watch someone else play a couple times, and I don't get it.
Basically,
And there's
yeah.
not really anything wrong with that, but what's unique about video game is that there are ways that you can teach a player as they play. And I'm not talking about fucking educational games, Mavis Bacon, Number Munch. I'm talking about teaching a player all about
Oh,
your
jeez.
game. You know, like how to play it. Now, usually when you hear things like how to play, you think of things like a tutorial or a bunch of stupid dumb menus that pop up that you gotta read, or one of these. See, look, I know you're not a stupid kid because I say fuck a lot and you're okay with that. And I think it's kind of weird how gaming subject matter has been aimed more towards adults and teenagers with all the blood and the killing and the bam, boom, But the way games are
think you would like
designed
that
seem
game.
like it's catering more
It's,
towards
Just
kids who don't
Cause
know
2.
what the fuck is going on with the world.
No shit.
Yep.
They don't know Obama. Let me give you an example.
What?
That's
It's a
Mandela.
scientific
Yep.
graph showing the amount of times a gamer says, "Yeah, I get it," during gameplay over the years. See, in the 80s, this very rarely happened because games were crafty about the way they taught players, and they did a pretty good job respecting the intelligence of human beings.
Nah.
Sometimes they made things a little
Yeah.
too... Oh, man, what? Now you can see there was a rapid increase in... Yeah, I get it.
Don't think this is a
In the late
completely
90s,
scientific
due to gaming
No.
hitting the mainstream. This is a result of game developers assuming the non-gamer masses are all dumb, and they can't identify simple patterns in their head like normal human beings can and need to be able to do in order to be...
Oh.
Besides, no matter how
Yeah, you'd like
stupid
that
you
game
are, I'm
too.
sure you don't
Red
enjoy
Faction
when you're having a
Guerrilla.
good time and all of a
Yep.
sudden someone comes up and goes,
Hey! You know what? You really need to jump over this open pit because it'll kill you! Okay, just wanted you to know.
Okay, thanks. So what does all this crap have to do with Mega Man? Well, everything, really. Mega Man's major strength, even way back in the 80s, has always been its ability to teach a player through its level design. It won't very often put you in a situation where you have to learn, like, immediately how to do something and then react faster than your brain can even fucking respond. Yeah, like that.
Let's take a look at some examples.
In Mega Man 1 and Gutsman stage, there are these platforms sliding along these little path lines. You jump on the first platform with no fear, whatever, and then you just kind of ride it out, and then fuck!
Who the fuck is that thing? Mega Man, there's a hole in the zip line that you...
No, shut up, I don't need you! Because look, the game shows me what it is. Before I even feel confident enough to
She
jump
wasn't even a
down,
character
another
in that
platform
game.
moves over it, and whoosh, okay. So there you go. I fall to my death. I'm glad I knew that, so it wasn't fucking shoved down my throat by a robot chiming in. Get it? Mega Man 2, I'm sure you all know this. Quick Man stage has this segment where you just
Yeah.
start dropping. But right away, there's these big yellow beams that are like... And so...
Yep.
Mega Man, come in. There's these big yellow beams that kill you if you...
Shut your mouth! I don't need you! Because look, the stage is shaped like a funnel, so it draws me towards the bottom. So I've got no problem feeling there's some tension in escaping these obnoxiously loud death beams, you dumb bitch. All around Mega Man 3, there's these green ball swinging dudes. that-
Hammer Joes.
Mega Man, those are called Hammer Joes. They'll swing their mighty hammer around and then throw it. So you better watch your...
I already know this! Because look, the levels are all designed so it's uncommon for you to actually be in their line of fire once they throw their ball for the first time. The designers wanted it to feel justified when you got hit. It was your fault you got hit, not theirs. And overcoming that obstacle is more satisfying as a result, because you're improving by learning. In Mega Man 5,
Yep.
the Gyro Man stage, that... She gone? Fucking serious.
No, she's not gone.
Alright, I don't think I hear anything. So, in Gyro Man stage, there's these flying spiky dudes that fall down on you, but you kind of have a lot of space to avoid them, so it's not really a big deal. But suddenly you jump on this weird platform, and because you're...
Mega Man, those platforms fall when
Hey, no fucking shit! They're falling! They're fucking falling! I can see that! How many fuck... Ugh! I'm going crazy here! I'm sorry, I don't feel sorry for you. Okay, so you jump on these platforms, and since there's really nothing in your way, you're just kind of like, oh, I'm just gonna keep going right. But then you see they're falling. And so after learning about both those things, the spiky guys and the falling platforms, in a controlled environment, you're introduced to both at the same time. So now there's like this really big challenge, so you don't feel like nobody told you what the fuck's going on with the spiky guys and the fallen rocks. So cool, alright. So after 6 games of Mega Man with some slight changes here and there, people were like, fucking whatever, Mega Man 12, was this Land Before Time? And Capcom was like, fuck. People are losing interest in Mega Man, we gotta
And
make a new
Capcom was
Wham!
like,
Holy fuck, this game's awesome! Look at the graphics and the music, oh my god, it feels so good! It's not on the Sega Genesis, it's Super Nintendo! See, this is a sequel, this is a fucking sequel! You thought I was gonna talk about bad sequels all the time on Sequelitis? Fuck no!
Ah,
This game makes my dick rock hard. Remember in the first episode, you know what they did wrong, what they did right? Fucking please. This is why Mega Man X is so fucking good that it makes my dick rock hard. Also, I talk about what elements of the original Mega Man games were enhanced to be even more effective. Number 1!
wow.
The intro stage! Alright, so if you're a seasoned Mega Man Classic player, the first thing you'll notice about Mega Man X is that you don't immediately get thrown into a stage select. You always start out on an intro level. So let me level with you for a second. Electrical engineering is pretty smart. General relativity, it's pretty fucking smart. The intro stage in Mega Man, fucking genius! The classic Mega Man's had a lot of teaching tools strewn about its design, but the game itself was, pretty simple. It was just a game about jumping and shooting. Jump and shoot! Should have been called Jump and Shoot Man. jumping and shooting. Hey, Mega Man, what are you doing? Oh, nothing. I'm just jumping shooting. What are you gonna do next? Oh, I'm gonna run to the right, and then I'm gonna jump and shoot. There weren't a lot of complex concepts in the overall design, so it didn't need a lot of time to teach you the basics. Mega Man X, on the other hand, has so much to offer, and it teaches you all of it in the first level. No, in the first fucking seconds of the game. It's nuts! So I'm gonna show you everything it teaches you on this little checklist here. I'm gonna check it off whenever it teaches you, alright? Okay. So let's turn it on and start this thing up. Okay, skip the intro. Fuck. Shit. Okay, so, oh, look at that. You got a little Mega Man's on the menu screen. That's nice. See, right off the bat, that's kind of strange how he's the cursor, right? Usually it's like an arrow or like a finger or something.
Tournament fighters.
Anyway, you press start and wham! Fuck, did you see that? He shot a little green blast out of his hand there. That was neato. By the way, this is important, so write it down. Because I'm going to do like a thing where I blow your fucking mind. All right, so moving on. So ready and teleporting. Bam, there's X. Just standing there. So let's just assume I'm like a fucking idiot, like modern game devs assume I am. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm holding the controller. So there's arrows on this thing, and maybe the right arrow makes me go right. Oh my god! I'm moving right. Holy fuck! So there's a wall to my left, so I should probably go right, right? Yeah, that's cool. All right. So I'm walking. Giant wheel with spikes. Oh god. Go back. Oh fuck the wall. Go, man. Oh. Okay, so I got a lot of life. So that wasn't a big deal. It's okay to make those mistakes. I'm good. Unless I fall into a fucking pit. Oh, damn it! Okay, so I got a lot of lives too. Okay, so it's good to make those mistakes too. I'm ready. Let's fucking fuck this spiky dude up. All right. So if I can't walk through the dude, I must be able to do something else. All right, so there's some buttons on this controller. Hit some buttons and what? Oh my god, I'm in the air. I'm jumping. Holy shit, I'm like a jump man. I'm gonna jump over this guy. No biggie. It's cool. Yeah, I'm the fucking best. Holy shit, new guy. He's shooting things at me. I don't know. Whoa. Oh my god. Why? Okay. So I could jump over his things, but he's too tall to jump over. Maybe I can like... Wait a second. Flashback. On the title screen, I shot a green thingy when I pressed start. So how do I... I'm gonna press buttons.
He's dragging this out a little bit.
Yeah, he
lemons.
is.
Alright. I did it. I beat the guy. See, what confuses me though is that I shot a green thingy on the title screen, but I only shot lemons. When I shot lemons. And no other button shoots the green thingy, so how do I shoot the green thingy? Well, for the sake of pacing in the video and for the fact that I'm gonna blow your fucking mind with this shit. Let's assume that I'm not willing to experiment any further than what I've done, and I'm a stubborn dick, and I just want to move on. So let's move on. Next up are some flying enemies. Just jump and shoot them. Holy shit, I can jump and shoot at the same time. This game's amazing. So cool. This is so goddamn cool. What the fuck?
I remember that.
Is that a bee?
Yep.
Yeah. Just to let you know, there's gonna be mini bosses, and they're gonna be fucking awesome. This battle also acts as a small misdirection for a battle that's coming up that I'll go into when it happens. It's gonna blow your fucking mind. Also, they drop these enemies that have these long legs. They walk real slow, so you get just the right amount of time to realize that your shots are going through their legs. They're not hitting them. So you just try the big dumb head and bam, they're dead. So now you know that there are certain enemies who need to be attacked at certain sweet spots. See, this entire situation is teaching you all the rules of the game. And do you feel like you're in school yet? Do you feel like Mrs. Terwilliger's gonna give you detention for playing video games in class? No, you feel like you're playing a game, stupid. All right, so let's get serious here for a second. Check this fucking shit out! Take down the Bumblebee Man and he falls and goes boom, and now you're stuck in a ditch. Well, what the fuck? How the fuck am I supposed to get out of here? You go left, you go right, and there's no way out. What do you fucking do? Okay, so here we go. Bumblebee Man fell on the right side of the platform, but there's this little gap between him and the wall. Now, when you're drawn to the walls, because there really isn't anything else to be drawn to, you hop up on the Bumblebee, run at the wall, and then you slide down the wall. Now, you can easily observe your descent is slow. There's a little smoke trail coming up, so you try it again. And this time, hitting buttons. Usually, you know, the jump button, because that's the only function you've learned so far that makes you ascend. And bada bang, bada boom, you're hopping on the walls. And that's how you get out. Good job. Now, as a little additional bonus, on the right of the ditch, you see that there's health items and stuff. So, you know, if you want to test out your newfound ability that you taught yourself, by the way, the game didn't. Whoop, Mega Man, Mega! Yeah, you get the whole idea. You can go grab the reward, and it feels fucking great. Feels fucking good. But hey, you know, maybe this all seems silly to you, like, duh, right? Like, of course you learn about a game by playing it long enough. That's like an inherent thing about games, right? No. Like, think of a game like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde for the NES, for example.
I remember
Everybody should play this game
the Angry
if you
Video
wanna
Game
get into
Nerds
game
review of
design.
this
It's a
game.
perfect example of doing nothing to teach the player about its limits and goals.
Yep.
Nothing in this game seems to make sense. Stuff happens at random. People hurt you, some people don't. You walk backwards as Mr. Hyde. I don't... No. Of course, the game itself has limits. It has rules. It is a game, but it doesn't teach you anything about itself through the gameplay. And on top of that, the presentation's confusing because all the clashing information you're being fed constantly. Just play this game for 2 minutes, and you will understand how poorly you can teach a player how to play your stupid game. The term used a lot for this concept is conveyance, and I think that's a fitting name. I mean, haven't you ever been playing a game and you're just like, what do I do? Where do I go? That's what I'm talking about. That's bad conveyance. All right. Okay, so now, are you ready to get your mind fucking blown? Because this is
I've
where I'm
been
gonna
waiting
fucking
for
blow
it.
your fucking
Come on.
mind. You get to the end of the level, gotta beat some stupid cars or whatever. I don't fucking know. Riding on cars! Then this fucking huge ass dude comes down in a
wow.
giant robot
Man.
man suit and starts wrecking your shit. Fuck! All the things I've learned, all the things I've applied aren't helping me. He's just fucking wrecking me. How weak and helpless do you feel?
Yep.
Mind blow number 1.
You have no idea if you're hurting Vile or not. So you don't have any idea
You're
whether
supposed
or not
to
this
lose
is a
that
scripted
fight. Yep.
sequence or not. Because the first boss you fight in the game, the Bee, doesn't have a life bar. So how are you supposed to know whether or not Mega Man X goes about the same conventions as Mega Man Classic? What if all the enemies don't have life bars? You don't know. This helps drive the helplessness point home. You have no idea what you're doing to this guy. Fighting for your life. So to add insult to injury, he traps you in a little electrical cage thing, and then he grabs the shit out of you, and he's like, "Grr," and you're like, "Ah," and he laughs. And you cry. "Ah." But what's that? Whoa, fuck! That's the blasty thing I saw earlier on the title screen. That's what I want. I want that. How do I do that?
Thanks,
and who
John
the fuck
Tron.
is this person? A guy or a girl? I don't fucking know. But then what's that?
The guy or
Looks
girl?
like he's charging his shot. That's what the...
Mind blow number 2.
It all makes sense now. The green shot is the same shot that Zero fires, and I have to charge up my buster to do it. Fuck. Now
He
I
was
know.
actually doing that.
He was
That's
doing
Yeah,
the
he
fight.
did that
with
some
the
in the-
Mega Man, shut up!
Yeah.
So clearly this guy's fucking awesome. He just wrecked this dude you didn't even know you could do damage on, and then the dude's like, oh, fuck, and just runs away. So he turns around. This guy's name's Zero, by the way. So he looks over at you and he's like, look, X, let me level with you for a second. You're strong, but you're not as strong as I am. But check it out. Someday, you will be as strong as I am. What the
Dead.
fuck?
Dead.
This shit blew my goddamn mind when I was little. Forget it. I get to be as cool as Zero. Fucking forget it. The crazy super blue buster shot, the dash, the fucking... the hair. I don't know. It's fucking Zero. I want to be him. This, my little sequelitis disease, this is called theming. This is what makes the feel of Mega Man X's story elements feel so
Friggin'
potent.
Sigma,
Everything
swear
in this
to
game
God.
has to do with Mega Man X growing stronger. And all the elements are clear. You not only have the personal parallel character, Zero, who represents how strong you will become, but also the goal, to defeat Vile, who at this point in time, you can't even visibly damage. And this isn't just experienced in cutscene or anything like that, it's also expressed in gameplay. You get to feel the utter helplessness of being so weak as a player. You don't have to empathize with the character on a screen, the feeling happens directly to you. So now you have true motivation as a player. You want to defeat this asshole you couldn't even damage, and you want to do it by becoming as strong as Zero. How do you do this? By playing the fucking game! You find the armor, you beat the enemies, you ride on the cool roller coaster thing, all the armor upgrades, which, by the way, make you look more like Zero, the health upgrades, the enemy upgrades, they're all motifs of the theme of growing stronger. Everything that makes Mega Man X unique resonates to the theme it establishes immediately, and through to the end, you feel something. A connection to the hero that not a lot of games can successfully manifest. Something you legitimately desire as a player is something that's relevant to the game's story. Your desire to surpass Zero and defeat Vile are both gameplay elements that are fun and interesting. Theming. Intro stage. Fuck. Number 2! Movement! Okay, so let me cool down for a second. Mega Man Classic had
Please do.
super tight controls.
Yep.
Nobody can argue that. The movement was at a really nice, unfrustrating speed. Your hitbox was really clear and square-like.
Yep.
Jumping felt good because you could control the height and you could also control your trajectory mid-air.
Yep.
How does that even work? Now, what's interesting is Mega Man X's controls were nearly identical. Seriously, the speed, the jump arcs, they're pretty much spot on from the first
Yep.
games. I mean, why fix what isn't broken? But now there's two factors that dramatically change the way the entire game is designed. Wall jumping and dashing.
And abilities Hero had. How about that shit?
Now, it seems like two really simple upgrades, but everything is different now. The way you avoid enemies, the way you can approach enemies, the way you can traverse obstacles, everything. These two movement options give you the ability to go more places much more easily and much more quickly, which means the terrain had to expand to accommodate. Mega Man Classic focused a lot on single-screen obstacle course type layouts, which were basically rendered obsolete by dashing and wall jumping. Not to mention, the flow of the game's openness would be fucked up by the super slow screen transitions from Mega Man Classic, which have all been completely eliminated except for the boss battle introduction room, which in my opinion actually increases the drama even more so before a boss battle, because now there's a huge contrast from how the rest of the game goes about its scene transition. Now, dashing also uniquely influences another change in terrain. Slopes. The ability to ascend, but still maintain a dash and not have to run into a stupid fucking wall, was essential to keeping the game's flow intact. Now, wall jumping exclusively affected the abundance of vertical segments. Mega Man Classic tried the whole vertical thing with the Elecman stage in Mega Man 1, and they were fucking dumb and hard and fuck! And they didn't revisit them unless they involved some sort of gimmick like the bubbles in Wave Man stage, or straight down falling like Quick Man stage, which comes a lot more naturally to Mega Man's control scheme because, I mean, there's gravity. Fuck! So, that's it. That's number 2.
Number 3!
Man, I just like Mega Man X. I mean, I'm serious. This is like my favorite game. So I'm just gonna gush right now, okay? I'm just gonna gush.
Dude,
Here he
wasn't it
goes.
fucking awesome when you used Boomer Kuwanger's weapon on Flame Mammoth and his trunk came off? That was so... Yeah! Fuck, wasn't it so neat how you could, like,
I did like
ride
how
in,
certain ones had
giant mobile
weaknesses.
suit armor and, like, punch shit? Oh, man, wasn't it the bomb getting the fucking Street Fighter Hadouken and then, like, trashing Vile, like in one hit? Just bam, yeah, fuck you. All that stress you gave me in the first level, I don't even give a fuck. Yeah, fuck you. Wasn't it cool how, like, Storm Eagle stage was, like, it wasn't even, like, in a box room. It was, like, outside on an airship, and you were like, oh, fuck, he's flying around. Where the fuck is? Isn't it cool that if you, like, decide to skip to getting the mobile suit armor thing, then if you just walk forward as regular X, the other enemies that are in mobile suit armors, they're actually outside their mobile suit armors, so you get, like, a chance to kind of, like, stand a chance against them because they're fucking hard, right?
Pretty cool.
And then if you kill them before they go into their mobile suit, you can steal it, and it's... God, fucking brilliant. You know how the last boss Sigma is, like, really fucking hard, even if you have full sub-tanks? So, like, you use up all your sub-tanks, and then you die, and you're like, well, shit, now I don't even stand a chance because I couldn't even beat him with 4 sub-tanks. But the level right before you go up to Sigma has, like, these infinitely spawning caterpillars that you can just kill with Armadillo's charge thing, and you can just stand there and be like, and just kill him, and then your sub-tanks get filled up in, like, a second, and then you can beat Sigma again. It's fucking brilliant. It's amazing. God.
It's pretty solid.
All right, so that's it. Just go on eBay and
It is.
buy
Don't
a
need
Super
eBay, I still
Nintendo,
got it.
unless you
There you
already
go.
have one. Fuck. Just go. Just play Mega Man X. All right, it's good.
Actually, when I was a kid, I wasn't.
I
good enough to
swear,
beat it,
it's
though.
fucking good.
Huh?
If this
I
makes
wasn't
me
good enough to beat it when I
that
was a kid, though.
excited, if I can,
Did you beat it later on?
tear down
I don't know if I ever did or
Castlevania
not.
2,
What?
Well,
which is
We
people
know
have
something
been
we
like,
gotta do
oh,
now.
It's a good game.
well, he's got to beat
and I'm like, Mega Man
Turtles
X is
in
the best
Time.
game ever.
I'll
Then you
have to
better
do that.
fucking play this game because
You've
on
got
hard.
on hard.
I didn't do that.
You've got to
Ride on
beat.
cars.
You've got to beat Mega Man X.
So there we go.
Yeah.
That's
so.
Jesus.
I got to see if there's a game like that for me. Shit.
Maybe there is. It's just you gotta like think a good time about it.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Hmm.
So
Mega Man X is super good.
Mega Man
It
X
is.
is really really good. I like it a lot.
Like there have been a lot of Mega Man series that have been really really good.
Yeah.
Like Mega Man Legends was really good.
Yeah.
Battle Network is legitimately my favorite game series of all time. It's so good. Have you ever played it?
No, I haven't.
Oh man, we're gonna have to do a show and tell on that one.
Yeah. We'll have to get a
Holy
game.
butts.
That's on DS, isn't it? Or
No, it's on Advance,
Advance?
and I have the Game Boy player.
Okay. Yeah, on your GameCube.
Yeah.
So there we go. There's that one.
That's happening.
Yeah.
That might get streamed at some point.
Uh,
That's I can
Oh,
stream
man.
that for
Okay. So, yeah.
Yeah.
This was fun.
Mhm.
Sequelitis. This was episode 2.
Yep.
Episode 3 is actually pretty short. It's the Super Castlevania.
Well, I mean, he's covered a lot of the main points in the first one, so he doesn't really have to go over it all again.
No, well, Super
But-
Castlevania 4.
Was real good.
Well, yeah, he actually talks about it, and then there's of course, arguably his most polarizing one, Link to the Past
and
versus
Ocarina of
Ocarina.
Time, yeah.
Because he said we've heard Aaron say that he doesn't like Ocarina of Time. To him, it's not a horrible game, but he thinks that it's overrated to an nth degree, and he's tired of hearing about it.
It could be overrated, yeah, but the thing
It's
is,
still really good.
it's super effing good, and
I think so too.
like, fuck, it's really, really
you
good.
you sounded almost just like Ego Raptor there. For some-
I honestly I was struggling with this one.
Yep.
I love Mega Man X. I feel like he drug this one out a little bit.
He
I
did.
mean, it was
I think so,
unnecessary.
yeah.
well, to him, this is his favorite game series.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
it wasn't.
so that's understandable.
Like, if he wants to gush about it, that's fine. That was cool, like, talking about all the neat parts of the game, and it was nostalgic remembering going through it, but, like,
Ugh.
all the dragging it out, like, with, like, the girl popping up time and time again.
Yeah.
It's like, and
Roll
kinda-
wasn't even in some of those games. I'll shut up now.
Okay, so all
But
right.
yeah.
Well, we'll have to do the next episode of Sequelitis here soon. It'll be Super Castlevania 4. It's a short one,
Mhm.
only 5 minutes, and then
I'm sure we'll find a way to.
and then
pack it in.
Ocarina of Time.
Is
which,
30 minutes long.
Which okay,
Jeez.
here's what I'll say about the Legend of Zelda. A lot of people, actually, Aaron said that Ocarina, while he doesn't like it as good, it's still not his least favorite. I think we all know what his least favorite is.
probably Link's Adventure.
Actually, it's probably your least favorite, Ben.
Oh no. No, not Skyward Sword.
Yes, Skyward Sword.
Oh,
He hated that game so much
I did
that they
too.
did that they did it on Game Grumps, but instead of recording the gameplay,
They just recorded Aaron.
they just recorded themselves. It was Aaron and Dan just sitting there on the couch. It was awkward seeing them just sitting there and hearing them play it. And
Man, I hate like
I never played Skyward Sword, but mostly because he played it first and was like, don't worry about it.
yeah. See, here's the thing: Skyward Sword legit has some of my favorite items in the whole friggin' franchise. The beetle that is basically your replacement for the boomerang
Yeah.
is super good. I love that item to death. It's so cool
okay,
because you can solve puzzles with it. Just like I just love the idea of, oh hey, there's a bomb flower over there. Oh hey, there's an enemy over there. You deploy the beetle, you grab the bomb flower, and you just go on a bombing run. And it's beautiful, and I love it. Too bad the main game controls were garbage.
they said that unless you had like a really good sensor on your Wii,
Mm-hmm.
that you were going to have problems. Which honestly, I wish they had the option where you could just plug in the Pro controller and
Dude, yeah, see, now that would have been the thing to do, but no.
they should have made it optional.
Yeah.
They should. I don't know if it is optional. I'm not sure.
No, you can't do it at all.
That's just
It is
stupid.
impossible to play that way.
Well, I guess
You are required to. But
Well,
see, here's the thing, though. I made it about halfway through that game. The second time you go back to the forest, and it's flooded. Or is that the third time? I can't remember. I think it's the third time. And you have to swim around and collect these musical notes. But if you don't collect the entirety of a line of musical notes, you have to collect them all in one go, or they pop out of your inventory.
oh,
And the controls were so bad on the swimming that's where I stopped. I have beaten every Zelda game to date
dang.
except that one.
Hmm.
I beat Link's Adventure. I did it. I did the thing.
You beat
Come
Link's
at me,
Adventure.
bros.
No.
But the thing is, that game was so painful to play, and there was so much in that game that I liked. The item upgrading system was great. You know, a lot of the weapons when you upgraded them felt really good. But the main game controls were so bad
So broken.
that I just
You just couldn't. You can't even.
no, I can't even. That is the only Zelda game I'm pretty sure that I will never beat.
Unless they do a remaster and make the Pro Controller.
That would
Playable.
be the only situation in which I would even consider going back to
So
that
far,
game.
but okay, the controls are what killed it for you.
Yes.
The lore and everything else, did you like it?
I didn't mind it so bad. It was pretty good. There was a lot of good stuff in that game, but it was just unplayable.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I'll say this. When we come back to Sequelitis, we will judge it. We will judge it fairly.
Mm-hmm.
We won't have a bias about it, even though we love the Legend of Zelda series
And Ocarina of Time.
and Ocarina of Time. It's
Oh,
probably
man.
Ocarina probably is my favorite Zelda game. It's up there.
Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, Ocarina.
Okay, so Majora's Mask is your favorite.
Yes.
Majora's
Okay.
Mask is really good.
It's so good.
Well, a lot of people. Well, it was so weird in the beginning. The reception to it in the beginning was it's too weird. But
Well-
now people are more receptive to it. That's just like when they did the re-release on the 3DS. It got as high ranking, high
Yeah.
ratings as Ocarina. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, they were actually bold enough to go out and try something different,
Mhm.
which you gotta respect.
And it
because they were-
worked.
Yeah, and it worked, and it was
But
really
it just
neat.
but it was just too weird at the time.
Not for
see,
me.
see, like I
No. Just
Yeah.
general consensus amongst the gamers. For a lot of people in the general consensus amongst the gamers, at that time, it was considered very weird and very off-putting.
it was very, very dark.
Nothing was more off-putting than Redeads in Ocarina.
Dude, don't.
Okay.
Like, when I was a kid, I could not complete the Shadow Temple. I had to have a friend beat it for me because it disturbed me so
Dude,
much.
you are getting into like visceral fears, like Sun Song every time. Just like hear Redead, immediate
Immediately.
Sun Song, and then just pray. Only recently have I been able to deal with those guys.
Redead's never bothered me much.
Dude, Redead's creeped me the hell out.
Hated them.
All right.
You know
so
what? You know what else? Dead Hand.
that guy
Dude,
too. Yeah.
dude.
He was weird, but he did not get me like the Redeads.
No, yeah, the Redeads were the worst, but Dead Hand, I was like, I don't like you, sir. I don't think you should be around.
Jesus.
Hide your kids, hide your wife, and on that bombshell, good night.
Thank you.